the early 20th century, in the late 1880s, in a small corner of Atlanta, a physician named John Pemberton, a creative pharmacist and entrepreneur, decided to create a new and a different drink. He had been experimenting with various ingredients for some time, trying to find a way to boost the energy of his patients and customers. At that time, the popularity of painkillers and stimulants was on the risk, but John Pemberton wanted to craft something different, something effective, energizing, and also enjoyable in taste. Using a mixture of plant extracts and sugar, he eventually produced a drink he initially named Punjabi Peps, a beverage based on herbal medicine designed to give both energy and calmness. He also used coca leaves, which contain a small amount of cocaine, a common stimulant at a time. However, due to legal and ethical concerns, the quantity was kept minimal. Coca-Cola. The secret of his success lay not only in production but also in a clever marketing, especially in keeping the drink's recipe a mystery. He kept that secret formula in a costume hidden bottle, what later became known as the Magic Key. At the time, the main ingredient included sugar, caramel, caffeine, natural and botanical essence, and a small amount of cocaine, common for that era. However, as public awareness and health concerns grew, the cocaine content was gradually reduced and eventually removed entirely. One of Coca-Cola's most important secrets is its unique and exclusive formula. The company's leaders locked the original mixture in a secret vault in Atlanta, and only few people in the world have access to it. This blend is what truly differentiates Coca-Cola from other drinks. In the following decades, Coca-Cola was promoted not only as a beverage but also as a medicinal product, a fatigue reliever, and a stimulant. Advertisements promised increased productivity and better moods. Back then, the use of herbal and stimulants medicine was a major part of the culture. In fact, Coca-Cola was initially introduced as a medicine, not just a drink. Early advertisements described it as a potion of joy and health, capable of lifting spirits and eliminating fatigue. These features, along with creative and sometimes mischievous marketing, turned it into a cultural icon. Have you ever thought about how a bottle of soda could become one of the most powerful symbols of Western culture? Think about something that's been in a war, politics, childhood, memories, and maybe even in an addiction system of society. This isn't just a soda, this is Coca-Cola. In 1886, in a small pharmacy in Atlanta, a Civil War veteran named John Pemberton created a new formula. He was looking for a remedy for his chronic pain, but what he made was more than a medicine. It was a legendary potion. Why? Because it combined coca leaf extract with cola nut, and the result, a soda with a significant amount of cocaine. At the time, this wasn't unusual. Many medicines contained cocaine, but what Pemberton created was something else entirely. People lined up for it. It gave energy. It made them happy. It became addictive, but no one really knew why. So how did Coca-Cola go from that little pharmacy to ruling the global market? After Pemberton's death, a shrewd businessman named Asa Candler bought the formula and began massive advertising campaigns. Their slogan, a happy, healthy, and invigorating drink. In reality, he was legally selling cocaine. But when scientists and governments started realizing what cocaine actually was, Coca-Cola altered its formula. The cocaine was removed supposedly. However, to this day, only one company in the entire US is allowed to import coca leaves. The company's name, Stepan Company, and its only client, Coca-Cola. So, is there still something from Coca in that bottle? No one knows for sure, because the original formula remains closely guarded secret known only to 2 people on Earth, and they're not allowed to travel together, because if their plane crashes, the formula is gone forever. When America entered the war, generals had one request: Coca-Cola for every soldier. Coca-Cola not only fulfilled the demand, but even built factories near the front line. This turned the Coca-Cola brand into a symbol of patriotism and American power. But what about the other side of the war? In Nazi Germany, with sugar and Coca-Cola imports cut off, Coca-Cola's German engineers invented a new soda named Fanta. Yes, Fanta is a child of war. But Coca-Cola isn't just a drink, it's a cultural system, a propaganda tool, a company that in 2023 alone spent over $4 billion on advertising, more than the entire education budget of some countries. And that famous curvy bottle? Not an accident. Its design was inspired by female body, so it would always be recognizable, even in dark, even with eyes closed. Recognize that bottle, because behind it lies a world of power, secrecy, money, politics, and addiction. Coca-Cola is not just a beverage, it's a symbol, a system, an empire that still controls more than you think. Over time, Coca-Cola has become one of the largest global brands, a symbol of success, secrecy, and history full of hidden stories. Some believe that the flavor and scent of the brand are known to only a handful of people worldwide, and the top executive oversees it with great precision. On the flip side, there are other hidden truths in the pharmaceutical and marketing industries, behind the scenes of efforts to keep the formula secret to prevent imitation and even to block competitors from gaining access to original recipe. Coca-Cola has never revealed its formula. Never. A formula that raises the question, how did it become the foundation of a soda empire? But the worst part of the story may be what Coca-Cola does to human body. Weight gain and obesity. These drinks with their high sugar content can lead to weight gain, obesity, and eventually type 2 diabetes. Many companies use excessive amount of sugar to keep costs low and profit high. Digestive issues. Frequent consumption of carbonated sodas due to phosphoric acid and other ingredients can lead to stomach problems. Heartburn and gastrointestinal inflammation are possible effects. The caffeine can also irritate the stomach and cause additional issues. Caffeine dependency. The caffeine in Coca-Cola can lead to dependency. People can become accustomed to it quickly, and quitting may be difficult, leading to both mental and physical challenges. Impact on children and youth. The high sugar and caffeine content combined with massive advertising directly target children and teenagers. Excessive consumption can harm brain development and overall health, increasing the risk of chronic disease later in life. The dark sides and hidden truth of Coca-Cola industry. Aggressive and deceptive marketing. Companies like Coca-Cola use powerful and sometimes deceptive advertising methods to attract consumers, especially youth. Bright logos and flashy images make the drinks look appealing while hiding the health risks. Minimizing negative effects. Despite clear scientific evidence of their health risk, their companies often use media and PR campaigns to downplay or deny them. Behind the scenes power and influence. Major brands like Coca-Cola can have economic and political influence, sometimes playing a role in decisions that threaten public's health. They may resist regulation or lobby against stricter laws. Overconsumption and its collective impact. Thanks to widespread advertising and affordable pricing, overconsumption of these sodas is common in many countries. But beyond personal health consequences, they place a massive burden on public health systems. Thank you for watching. Don't miss our next video revealing the dark secrets of McDonald's.